Today's video, we're going to be graphing equations of lines that might have a little bit different scenarios, but still from slope-intercept form. So to refresh your memory, slope-intercept form looks like this, where you have y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And all of these equations that we're going to be graphing, we're going to have to interpret some sort of slope-intercept form. So in the first one, just like how we would do standard-wise, okay, we would find the y-intercept, and that's basically where it hits the y-axis, where it hits the vertical axis, the line, and start graphing our dots from there, and then using the slope to get each point after that. So I'm going to change my color for this one. Let's make this pink. Yeah. And we're going to make it a little thicker for the dots. So this one, it hits the y-intercept, the vertical axis, at -5. So from the origin, I have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make my dot there. Now to get the next point, I go up 1, since it's positive, to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. And you keep going all the way through. Up 1 to the right 2, all the way through. Change the thickness of my line here. So we have a nice line. I can see all the dots and the arrowheads that make sure it goes to infinity. And we are going to label it A. Okay, and that's pretty standard and used to what we've been doing. Okay, so no curveballs there. All right, let's look at the next one. Let me change my color here. Let's do green and make my dots thicker. Okay, the next one starts at 9. All right, that's where it hits the y-axis. I shouldn't say it starts, but that's where it hits the y-axis. And you go up 3 to the right 4. So, all right, from the origin, we're going to go up 9, make our dot. Uh-oh, I can't go up 3 to the right 4. I can't do that. So if I can't go in this direction, I have to go in the other direction, down 3 to the left 4. And it's still going to have a positive slope, down 3 to the left 4. This still has a positive slope. It's going up from left to right. So you read a line, again, like you read a book from left to right. And just because you can't go in one direction, you still can go in the other one. I'm going to connect these points. I made that a super thin line. Didn't mean to do that. Let me, I want a thicker line with this one. Look where we at here. There we go. That way you can see it. Beautiful arrowheads. And I'm going to scribble in, or scribble in my letter B. All right, that's this one. Now this one, careful. You notice the X, the slope is always next to X. Even here, the slope is always next to X. And this one, what's next to X? It's a 2, not just a 2, a -2. It's a -2. So that's my slope. So for this one, where are we at here? I'm going to write this in blue, sky blue, or baby blue. I don't know what you call that. All right. So my M for this one is -2 over 1. All right. And my B value, again, it's coordinates. It's 0, 3. Not just 3, it's 0, 3, because we write points as coordinates. So my y-intercept's at 3. Let me make this a little thicker again. So 0, 3, that's my y-intercept. Okay, and then I go down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 to the right 1. And up 2 to the left 1. And notice it's a negative slope. It is going down from left to right. So this is going down from left to right. That's why it's negative. Our beautiful arrowheads, magnifique. Magnifique. And then we have scribble. We're going to scribble C in there. All right. So again, important you label your lines so I know which one is which. All right. Now, not only those type of lines we're going to take a look at, we're also going to take a look at horizontal and vertical lines. So, yeah, this one right here. So in this one, they're not really necessarily in y equals mx plus b form. So you have the y equals 5. The m, this would be the same thing as y equals 0x plus 5, right? 0x, 0 times any number is 0, and then you would cancel that out, and it would be just y just equals 5. So still, the y-intercept is 5. So on here, change the thickness. I still go to my y-intercept is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make a dot. But the slope is 0. When the slope is 0, that means it has a 0 steepness. That means it's going to be a horizontal line. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line all the way through these points. Whenever you have a line y equals, that's not a line. Where are we at? Line here. There we go. Line. It's a horizontal line. Make my little arrowheads. Okay, so all these points have a y value of 0. All right. Now, the 0 slope. Now, this one, x equals -2. That means from the origin, forgot to label it. Duh. So we call this E. Bam. All right, so now the next one, all right, here we go. Make our point. X is -2. So all the x values are -2 where? From the origin, all the x values are -2. Okay, there's -2, 0. All these points have an x value of -2. So whenever it's an x equals a number, it's going to be a vertical line because it doesn't have a slope. It doesn't exist. There is no slope with a vertical line. It is also, another word is called undefined. So whenever you have x equals a number, it's going to be a vertical line at x equals -2. So left 2 on the from the origin. So we have f. Want to scribble it, not line. So my f is going to be x equals -2. All right, so that's this one right here. G, y equals -7.5, a horizontal line. Let's do this one right here. Okay, y equals -7.5. So y, from the origin, y equals -7.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So right in the middle there. Horizontal line. Whoa, thick line. Want a thin one. There we go. Looks pretty much horizontal. Arrowheads. Again, don't forget those arrowheads. I know little tiny things that make a difference. And we scribble in our letter to label it, and we have that. So whenever y equals a number, it's going to be a horizontal line above or below the origin. Whenever it's x equals a number, it's going to be a vertical line with an undefined slope or no slope. The horizontal lines have 0 slopes. So that's it for today's lesson. Work on these graphs, and thank you for watching. And always remember, whether you're solving for x or y, always give math a try.